My name is Clair, and I would like to tell my story of redemption from pornography. I was 12 years old, and I was introduced to pornography very innocently with some playing cards that I found in the woods. That kind of started me on a path that started to change my nature. And I lived a double life until it got to the point where I just felt so much shame and regret about what was happening in my life. And so I walked away from my relationship with God. I walked away from my church. I walked away from my friends. I knew that God loved me. I knew that He cared about me, but I felt like I had failed Him, and I felt like all the things that God wanted me to do with my life, that I was unable to do that because of my addictions. I really got to a moment in my life that I didn't really want to live anymore. And then one night of just crying out to God, one night just feeling like, God, what is wrong with me? Like, who did you create? And I could hear the Holy Spirit say to me, well, where do you think I'm at? And then I remembered a voice, the verse about where can you go from my spirit? Where can you go from my presence? And that broke me. I encountered a completely different father than the one I thought I ran away from. And even though I felt uncomfortable because I didn't deserve being loved, I just wanted more. So I'm just gonna go. I just want more. Whatever you're offering, I want more of that. As I laid down the shame and I laid down the lies of the enemy, then I was able to see how much the Father loved me. And that was a big turning point from that moment to stop trying to strive in relationship and to accept the love of God deeper into my heart. As I started on the path of purity, I'm like, God, what do I do with all these thoughts in my head that I had put in? I feel like the Holy Spirit said, every time you get one of those thoughts, just say, thank me that you're my son. God, I thank you that I'm your son. And so you do that 1,000 times a day. You start, I didn't realize, but that was the beginning of the transformation into my sonship and into a deep, personal, intimate relationship with the Father. It has been an incredible journey of transformation. And I can say that God has healed me completely from pornography, and the transformation that produced in my life was incredible. And so I'm grateful today that I'm a son, and I'll always be a son.